We all have stories. And chances are by the time we turn 30, at least one of those stories is about our health. Well, here's my story. Welcome back, everyone. It is so great to have you back here today with me. Can you believe that this is the 4th video I've released on this channel already? How cool is that? I've been thinking about the videos that I've shared with you already, and I realized that while I've talked a lot about how we can work with our lower back and relieve that lower back pain, I haven't really told you a whole lot about who I am and why I started this channel. So we're going to talk about that today. But before we go there, I just have one request for you, and that's that you watch this video all the way until the end. In addition to sharing my lower back pain story with you, I'm also going to talk about some of the great things that are going to be coming up that you can expect to see on this channel in the coming weeks and months. So be sure to stay here until the end. Well, I'm Justina, and here's my lower back pain story. My story begins when I was in college. I studied architecture in college, and for those of you who don't know, in architecture school, you spend a whole lot of time at your desk. You're hunched over a computer, you're either you're hunched over a drafting table, building drawings, or building a model. But you spend a whole lot of time like this. By my 3rd or 4th semester, I actually developed so much pain in my lower back that the only comfortable position for me was standing. I couldn't really lay down comfortably. I couldn't sit comfortably. I even had a little bump at the end of my spine that made it hard for me to lay on my back in bed. So when I went home for Christmas, my parents put me through some physical therapy, and they also bought me a special chair that I could sit at my drafting table, which actually helped quite a bit. So through the rest of college, I had some lower back pain, but it wasn't as awful as that particular semester. So flash forward about 6 years. I'm now at my first job out of architecture school, and I'm spending most of my time at a computer. However, some of my work involves helping to support seminars that the company I work for puts on. And they put on a big seminar every single summer that's 5 days long. So I remember very clearly one summer, it was on the last day, the 5th day of this seminar, and I'm getting ready for work that morning, and I'm fixing my hair, and all of a sudden I feel this awful pain go down the back of my left shoulder. It was one of the most intensely painful things I have ever felt in my life. And so I went to see my boss. She put me in contact with a coworker who knew one of the support staff members who happened to be a massage therapist who specializes in active isolated stretching. Can you guess who that is? This is how I met Olaf. Well, Olaf started working with my arm and my shoulder, doing some passive isolated stretching and helping to relieve some of the initial pain. But he basically told me it was going to take some time for my body to heal from this trauma and to really come back to a better sense of health. He said if I wanted to work on this and accelerate this process a little bit, he had a stretch video that if I was willing to buy and try out and do it every day, that I might start to see some improvement. So I was in so much pain, I was prepared to do anything. So I bought the video, brought it home with me, and started doing that stretching routine every single day. And I did this for about 6 to 8 months. I prioritized it over sleep, over going to church, over doing my work. It didn't matter. I was doing the stretch video because I wanted to feel better. So fortunately, my health began to improve. My pain in my shoulder started to go away. But I noticed with the stretching video, some other things started to happen as well. My posture started to improve. I took a greater interest in health topics and taking better care of my health. And someone actually commented that I started to look a little taller. And I think that was from a variety of things that I was doing at the time. What I realized is that these stretches were so great, I wanted to be able to share them with other people. So my husband and I actually went back to Olaf and said, hey, do you have anybody marketing or working with you to market this stretch video? It's so good. We'd like to be able to help you with that if you don't have anyone else. So he said, great. And the rest is kind of history. We've been working pretty closely together, and it's been such a privilege and an honor to get to know Olaf because he has so much wisdom to share, not just with people who are in our parents' generation, but with people like myself and like you who are young, we're strong, but there are certain things in our health that are already beginning to deteriorate because of the lifestyles that we're leading. So really my interest in starting this channel has to do with supporting him and supporting his mission and work, and it also has to do with reaching out to all of my friends and all of my friends to be and saying, hey, wake up everyone, we've got to take better care of our health and especially our back. How many of you out there are sitting at a computer day after day after day, but you're not necessarily stretching enough to support that's sitting? How many of you have had back surgery? How many of you have had some sort of work-related injury because you work as a nurse or you do some type of physical labor that's actually put you in a position where you strained or severely done damage to the muscles or to your spine? There's so many of us out there, and I'm continuing to find out about people each and every week who are young and yet are suffering from some very severe traumas in their back or in other parts of their body. So really, this channel is for you. All of you who are dealing with these kinds of problems and are saying to yourself, why? I'm so young. Why am I dealing with this now? And for helping all of us as a community figure out how we can say goodbye to our lower back pain and we can strengthen our bodies so that we don't feel this pain even when we get to our 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. So here are some of the things that you can expect to see on this channel. Strategies for how to deal with that lower back pain and get some relief, some understanding of why our lower back hurts and how we can take better care of our health, time management tips, and if you like tech, I actually have some tech tips for you as well, how you can use the technology that you already have or maybe purchase one more piece of technology that's really going to help you support your lower back and support your health. And I also have a pretty wide network of medical healthcare professionals and people who are in related fields like chiropractic, like massage therapy, that I'll be interviewing on this channel so that they can share with you their wisdom. And finally, I'm really excited that I'm going to be sharing some community success stories with you as well. So if you have one of those, be sure to reach out to me and I'll be happy to look at sharing your story on this channel. In fact, if there's something you're interested in related to lower back pain or better supporting your health, be sure to let me know in the comments below. This is actually really timely for me because I'm in the process of setting my video recording schedule for the next several weeks and months. So if there's something you are desperate to know about right now, this is the time to let me know as soon as you watch this video so I can be sure to get that information or whatever it is you're asking about into an upcoming video. So that's my story and that's what we're going to be talking about on this channel. I can't wait to continue sharing this journey with you. So be sure, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, that you click that button below and make sure you hit the bell icon just next to it. That'll make sure that you know of every single time I release a video. I'll be posting on Tuesday afternoons typically, and so you want to make sure if you want to see when that video comes out right away that that bell icon is checked. I'm so happy to have you as a part of this community and this journey, and I look forward to sharing even more with you about how you can say goodbye to your lower back pain.